The 2020 Minnesota Fighting Vikings are just one big gas ball of just ass and greatness and just walking contradiction. They really are. Like, they're too good to tank, and they're bad enough to get beat by some of the worst teams in the NFL on a given day. It's just so weird, man. But somehow, some way, keep school alive from 1-5 to 6-6. They find themselves just dragging their ass in the playoffs. They're currently the brand new number 7 seed wild card, and they do control their own destiny headed into the final quarter of the season. Now, if you told me this is where the Vikings would be at the start of the year, I probably would have taken it. And then also, especially after 1-5, you're definitely would have taken it. Although some people would have rather gone the other way, is what it is. But even though I still have no idea which version of this team is going to show up on Sunday, like the whole Jekyll and Hyde thing is certainly cliched and played out, but it really is apt because with this young team, with this young makeup, like you really don't know. And also, if you look back on Mike Zimmer's tenure, frankly, even at their peak, even with all the veterans, even when this team was built to peak performance 2017, you really don't know. Hence, 38-7. Not less ideal, right? But also, so despite the heart attacks and inconsistencies, this is honestly one of the most fun Viking seasons I can remember. It really is. Even though absolute ass to start, all the heartbreak, giving away now against the Titans and the Seahawks, and then also the ass whoopings by the Falcons and just handing it. Hey, Cowboys, here you go. Hey, take it. Yeah. But then going up to Lambeau, putting the bang thing on them, beating the Bears at Soldier Field, even though the Vikings never went at Soldier Field. On Monday Night Football, Kirk Cousins getting it done and playing some of the best ball of his career over Kirk Vember. And then also just last-second miracle wins against the Panthers, against the Jaguars. It has been fun. Even though 6-6, you are what your record says you are. This is a 500 team. They're knocking on the back door of the playoffs. And also, I do see this more as a house money angle. I think a lot of Vikings fans see this as well. Where, all right, so 1-5, we're going to tank for Trevor anyway. Win a couple games, which is going to go a long way with this young nucleus. And whatever happens this year happens. If you get in the dance, you can make some noise. No one wants a piece of this team come playoff time. Also, you look at just all the young talent on this team. You look at freaking Jefferson. You look at Dantzler. You look at Gladney. You look at DJ Wanham, and you're just like, okay. I mean, you look at that offensive line, except for against Jacksonville, which is just so confusing. So the Vikings offensive line has looked phenomenal. They're really starting to get stuff together. Plus, to get Ezra Cleveland back, who's been a great surprise at that right guard spot, the second-round pick from Boise State. And then they just get thwacked. Like, Kirk gets sacked 4 times. I think he was under pressure 15, 16 times by one of the worst defensive fronts in the league. How does that happen? Oh, yeah, because it's 2020 and they're Vikings, right? But nah. But again, do you want those close game against the 4-7 Panthers and the 1-10 Jaguars? No, you'd rather blow them out. They're going to whip somebody's ass. Great teams blowing out. Good teams win. Great teams blow them out. Or would you rather lose at home to the 2-7 Cowboys and the 0-5 Falcons? Now, certainly less than ideal. But also, remember this about the team. Like, they were trying to rebuild on the fly. Like, they were trying to have their cake and eat it too. Like, hey, we're going to get rid of Everson and Xavier and Linval and Waynes and Mack and Diggs all at once, gone in one off season. That's a massive deal. Teams generally don't do that unless it is a full-on tear-down rebuild. But they also extended Cousins. They also extended Zimmer. They also extended Spielman. Hence, buying into this whole contradiction of, hey, we're trying to rebuild on the fly. All these young guys coming in, all of these rookies, record-setting 15-pick draft class, 2 first-round picks, and we're like, hey, here we go. But, oh, yeah, no OTAs, no rookie camps, no preseason. All right, no, go play. Yeah, and you wonder why they did start out 1-5, right? But this team has shown a lot of backbone since the bye week, putting the bang thing on the Packers, beat 3 straight division wins in a row, and now winning 2 more in a row, going 5-1 the last 6 games. And also, this team has shown that they can win ugly. Like, if they need to play in a big time spot, they can get it at times, which is such an underrated attribute because, I mean, not every win is going to be ass whipping, man. I'm just sorry. It isn't. Like, the gap between the best team in the league and, well, I was going to say the worst, but the second worst team in the league is not that big. Jets are down here. Everyone else is somewhere in there. NFL loves that, by the way. period, on a given Sunday and on a given season, your team can possibly compete. But winning tight games gives you a little bit of confidence, because if you're consistently just giving away those games at the end, the way that they did against Seattle, the way they did against Tennessee, that can wear on a team. That can be like, oh, well, it's a close game, we're probably going to lose, right? But then pulling that miracle out of your ass against the Panthers, and then just getting it done, and not crying the breast milk, is like, oh, we're going to overtime against a team that has one win, has lost 10 wins in a row. No, who cares? Get it done. Yeah, you win, right? Don't blame circumstances. You can't change the past. Just get in there and win. And as we've seen, this team can be one of the best offenses in the NFL. Like, when they're humming, when they're cooking, they can get it. They can trade blows and get into a shootout with anyone in the league. But also, we've seen them be run, pass 3 and out, run, pass 3 and out. So, yeah, absolutely ineffective and a feat, right? This defense is starting to get it. I think Dantzler is starting to get on track. Gladney was before he got dinged up as well. So they look like nice cornerback pieces of the future. Harris and Harrison are still patrolling the deep. Kendricks, please, back one time. And the Vikings kind of got a pass rush Sunday against the Jaguars. I mean, they got a safety on Glennon, 2 sacks total, kind of. DJ Wanham missing with an injury. So they got to do something. I mean, not having Daniil Hunter, not having Yannick the Freak Ngakoue, it's less than ideal, right? But at least you do get Daniil back. And hell, maybe Yannick will re-sign here in free agency. Never say never. But also, special teams have been hot garbage. Like, I don't trust Dan Bailey. Don't trust the punt returners. Don't trust puck coverage. What the hell is going on with long snapping? I don't know. But again, if the Vikings get all of this together, or at least a majority of this together, no one wants a piece of this ass in the playoffs. No one. You got Freight Train Dalvin Cook. You got Jefferson looking like a morphosis of Chris Carter and Randy Moss hybrid. It's beautiful. And also Adam Thielen, all he does is catch red zone touchdowns. Kirk Cousins can be one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL on a given day if that offensive line can keep its stuff together. And if he's not in his own head, if everything is on schedule, he can do this, he can do that, and boom. See what happens, right? No one wants to see these Vikings in the playoffs if they're playing at the peak of their powers. But the question is, will they? Which team will show up? Like, what team is going to show up in Tampa Bay? I have no idea. I have, honest to God, no idea. Actually, would you be surprised at all? Vikings go down to Tampa and blow them out like 40-10 after these last 3 weeks, would you? I kind of wouldn't be. At this point, no. I'm not shocked by anything. But anyways, your thoughts. Will the real Vikings please stand up? Let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support that work? Post some in the Venmo. But until next time, Skol, production value.